inequalities here. Okay, so we'll solve these in not only inequality form, but we'll also do a quick graph and interval notation just in case, so we can work with the different types of problems. Now with inequalities, I always move my variable to the left because it's going to be very important for being able to read it out loud and to be able to communicate it. So on a problem like this, first thing I do is add 5v to both sides, and simultaneously actually I'll move my number over to the right hand side, and that's kind of consistent with how I do equations in class also. Right, move all the variables to the left and move all the constants or numerical values to the right for linear equations. So if we do so, 49's cancel over here, leaving me with 5v, and that's less than cancellation here, and 19 minus 49 would be negative 30. So now if we divide by 5, we get v less than negative 6. And that's the inequality form. On a number line, we would go to negative 6, put in a parenthesis or an open dot, and shade to the left. So again, I like the parenthesis notation because that means it's already shading to the left. But if you wish, you could also put an open dot there and then shade to the left. Okay, and interval notation. Interval notation would be starting at negative infinity, ending at negative 6. So there are a few different ways to be able to visualize and understand and communicate the answer to this problem. So on your own, try this one. 1 is bigger than or equal to 6v minus 17. Okay, assuming you took a moment out here and tried it on your own, subtract 6v from both sides and subtract 1. So that on the left we have negative 6v, and on the right, after cancellation and collecting like terms, we have negative 18. Divide by negative 6. V is less than or equal to positive 3. Don't forget, dividing or multiplying by a negative number on an inequality switches the direction of the inequality. So on a number line, we would have 3, and it's less than or equal to, so that would be a bracket, and it would go to the left. For the dot people, you would put a closed dot and perform your shading to the left. And as an interval, we would say that we start shading down at negative infinity and we end shading at 3. 3 is included, so we get a bracket because it's bigger than or equal to. And just remember that infinity and negative infinity are not numbers, and so they're always going to be parentheses, up to but not including.